Did you know that experts estimate that the mind thinks between 50,000 and 80,000 thoughts a day? No wonder some days we feel overwhelmed and exhausted, a little crazy making. If we break that down, that's an average of 2,100 to 3,300 thoughts per hour alone. That is incredible. And then we wonder why. At the end of the day, we often feel overwhelmed and completely exhausted mentally and emotionally. Now, if you take those 2,100 thoughts per hour and take a guess at how many of them are negative and critical of yourself, well, that begins to take on a perspective that may not be fun to look at. We are way more likely to look inward and criticize than we are to look inward and say, wow, you're great. The inner judge works tirelessly to highlight our mistakes, create self-doubt, and belittle our abilities and worth, causing fear and low self-esteem and lack of confidence, which completely undermines any confidence that we were trying to build and that you so desperately want. At one time in your life, this inner voice may have served a purpose for keeping you safe and out of harm's way, or there may have been an outside voice from someone else that the inner critic grabbed a hold of and decided, oh, this is going to be what I use to confirm the thoughts and beliefs that are already beginning to form. And bingo, that belief is taken on as a truth. Because why not? It must be true. Someone said it to me. Once you experience a scare or a disappointment from this nasty critic, the critic goes, see, I told you. And he continues to beat you down and contaminate your mind with untruths. It's like the role of this critic becomes more important role of all. He gets a promotion because he confirms what you already believe about yourself. And that little devil has a heyday, creating more limiting beliefs, causing low self-esteem, lack of confidence, anxiety, depression, and even challenging relationships because you lack the courage to stand up and speak up for what your truth is. So what would it be like to fire this critic and terminate him from his job? First, this little guy is small but strong, and he will not want to be fired. In fact, he will put up a real fight. So learning to manage him will be important when he comes knocking at that door again. Awareness is going to be your first step. Jot down on a paper the words, names, and fear the critic has been telling you, or record them and listen to the recording. You might be quite surprised and shocked at the nastiness and the destructiveness of this critic. Would you talk to a friend the way you talk to yourself, or would you keep a friend around that says these things to you? Find your truth. Sometimes this means taking a walk down memory lane and visiting that young child that began taking on those beliefs. Did that young child deserve the beliefs, the fears, or the nastiness of others and the critic? Not at all. Write a second list of all the truths to replace the negative or the limiting beliefs. You may need to go back to this list over and over again as you strong arm that critic out the door. Don't take the inner critic personally. Get curious with the thoughts. 50,000 thoughts that are racing through your mind. Do they serve a purpose to keep you safe? Is a thought misdirected? Is it helpful? Where does it come from? Get really curious with your own reaction and your responses. And have compassion. The world throws so much at us each and every day that it is impossible to stay 100% on top 24/7. Ask yourself, what can I learn from how can I benefit from this? And if you cannot learn or benefit, throw it out. And let it know that there is no space in your day for this thinking. Open the door to your truth. You may need to go back to that list again and again. Put it somewhere where you can see it to remind yourself of the person who you are at your authentic core. I wish I could say that once you had fired the critic from his job, he would be gone forever, but that's not the case. With practice and persistence, you will learn to recognize the critic and the lies that it tells. You will learn to embrace the truth, and from that place, show up as the most authentic and beautiful you. Thank you for listening. I do look forward to hearing from you. Say hello in the comments below. If you are new here, introduce yourself. Click on the link to subscribe for more videos like this one. There is a link in the description to sign up for free training on building your confidence and self-esteem. As well, there's also an opportunity to get on the waitlist for my e-program, Unlock Your Confidence. And again, say hello below. I would love to hear from you. I look forward to connecting with you in the comments. And until next time.